Hbar holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're going to analyze and understand what's happening with the price as we are going into Sunday morning. Shout out to you guys for showing so much love on these updates. Continue supporting and you will see a continuation of these updates. But looking across the board, we are seeing a few coins in the red, but the majority of the market is in green, which of course is nice to see. But remember, we're still in a weekend. On the weekends, we do tend to see more manipulation than usual because CME futures are close. But without further ado, let's really analyze and take a look at what's happening with Hbar right now. So of course, right now the demand for Hbar is really high. We haven't really seen this much demand pretty much for over a month, which of course is a plus point. The price is currently sitting at 24.4 cents, up 4.2% in USD, up 4.2% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap is remaining above 10 billion, to be exact, 10.25 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume did decrease a little bit, but we're still quite high compared to what we have seen for almost a full month. So we're currently sitting at about $910 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So subjective views says this: Hbar has a lot going for it, which is why you're seeing movement compared to other projects that rely mostly on speculations. ETF filings, enterprise wins, and government adoption are driving its progress. It's a project focused on long-term value rather than short-term pumps, though the ETF news could be a game changer if it comes through. I have little doubts that Hbar will break into the top 10 this cycle. And speaking about that, some great points and the subjective views brings up. Now look at this. Coinbase requests CFTC approval for Hbar futures. Coinbase is pushing to list Hbar futures on its derivative markets, and of course we have seen the ETF filings happening as well. Real world use case. We discussed that in the past. At the end of the day, yes, meme coins do gain a lot of traction in terms of the hype factor, but at the end of the day, guys, in terms of long term projects that are building, innovating, really, bringing a massive use case are the ones that are going to be here to stay in the long term. So of course now, people are starting to realize it, and I wouldn't really even, emphasize more on people. I would say, more about the bigger players, institutions, they're focusing on a real world use case projects. And of course, now that innovation is going to be staying in the US, these projects, that are, originally from, and based out in the US, I think are going to thrive like never before. So, we are seeing a complete shift that, most people don't really focus on. People mostly focus on, what is the price really doing on a day-to-day basis. But, those are some factors that, you don't really want to be forgetting. But let's really analyze and take a look at what's happening with the prices right now. And then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to keep these videos, short, not make it like 10, 20, 30 minutes long. And I've never done that, but I'll try to keep them short, concise, just briefly go over, what we're looking at and of course what we could be expecting. But if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance here, guys, dominance did go down a little bit, which of course is a good sign, but still, quite high. We're in the weekend. That's obviously some things that we need to factor in. Bitcoin still having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this $86,600 key resistance. We actually retested this resistance a few times, since we have seen this little bit of a recovery happening, but you're still having a little bit of a hard time for Bitcoin to break out of this range. Of course, if Bitcoin pushes out, I think this would be really positive, because Bitcoin could potentially make its way up to that 91,000, maybe get back into 23.6 as well. But like I said, I still think we need a little bit more confirmation as we do see the new week starting. We're really going to see how Bitcoin reacts. But with that said, let's really take a look at what's happening with Hbar right now. So Hbar almost got to the resistance I was talking to you guys about at the 27 cents price point. Of course, Bitcoin has also seen a little bit of a minor pullback since, which of course has caused, Hbar's price to retrace a little bit. And now, we did break out of the key resistance from the 23.3 cents. 23.9 cents. That was the major key resistance you'd break out. And right now, we're actually still remaining above that range. Remember that consolidation phase that we've been talking about? That exact same consolidation phase is coming in as a level of support right now for us. But what's really important to note right now is the fact that we almost got close to this key resistance. Obviously Bitcoin did see a little bit of a minor pullback, which of course has impacted the price of HBAR, but being supported by those consolidation zones that are really coming in are help right now. But of course this is exactly what you want to be seeing right now as an HBAR holder. Of course some good news coming that's really bringing in a lot of excitement for HBAR, but you really want to see HBAR making its way back up to this key resistance. If it's able to turn this key resistance into support, I really do believe that we could actually start heading up to the likes of the 38.2 fib zone, which will be very exciting to see. But right now, so far so good. Obviously a little bit of a retracement as to be expected, but in the grand scheme of things, it has gone up literally, guys, almost 50% in just a matter of almost a day and a half. So that is insane, and we're talking about one of the biggest projects in the crypto markets, top 13th in terms of ranks. We're gonna keep you guys updated. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do I still think HBAR could reach $1 price point this cycle? I think so, because of course I think the bull market is not over. We might see some choppy levels still, despite a lot of excitement. Obviously it all depends on Bitcoin. Dominance is still quite high, so my overall sentiment for altcoins is still not at the level where it wants to be. But of course this is part of the game. I'll keep you guys covered. Let me know down below what you guys think. We'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.